If you're here because you don't feel good about yourself, not all the time, but in this quiet, ongoing way, where you second guess yourself, you shrink your opinions, or feel like you're never quite enough, I want you to know something first. You are not alone. A low self esteem doesn't usually show up as loud self hate, it shows up as hesitation, overthinking, needing reassurance, as if you need to earn your place in this world. This video is not about fixing yourself. It's about understanding yourself slowly, honestly, and without pressure. I'm going to walk you through 20 journaling prompts, one at a time. And for each one, I'll explain how to approach it and how to answer it. Not perfectly. We don't do perfection on this channel. You don't need to write everything down. You don't need to push yourself. You can pause this video, skip a prompt if it feels heavy, or simply listen. The intention here is simple. By the end of this video, I want you to feel a little more grounded within yourself, a little more compassionate, and a little less at war with who you are. So take a deep breath, get your journal if you have one, and let's start gently. Let's start with safety and awareness. Let's gently notice what's here. How does a low self-esteem show up in my daily life? This isn't about judgment. It's about noticing patterns. Notice thoughts, behaviors, avoidance, people-pleasing. You don't need to write a paragraph here. Bullet points will be enough. Write what you notice, not why it happens. Number 2, what situations make me feel small, invisible, or less than? We're talking about emotional triggers here, not logic. Think of social settings, work, relationships, family. You don't need to explain or justify these feelings. Number 3, what do I believe people think about me? This reveals your internal beliefs. Write the first answers that come up, even if they feel harsh. Now we move on to self-perception. How you see yourself. Number 4, what words do I use to describe myself when no one is around? Be very honest without censoring yourself. Notice the words that you repeat. Circle the repeated words when describing yourself. Number 5, what parts of myself do I hide to be accepted? What are you masking? Where are you shrinking? These were your survival strategies. It's not about blame, it's about understanding. Number 6, what compliments or positive feedback do I struggle to believe? List specific phrases that people say. Let's move on to the inner critic, the voice inside your head. Number 7, what does my inner critic sound like? Write this word for word. What do they sound like? Let your inner critic speak. You don't need to correct it yet. Number 8, when did I first start talking to myself this way? Could it be childhood, in school, in relationships? There's no pressure to remember perfectly. Just write what you remember. Number 9, whose voice does my inner critic remind me of? Whose voice have you internalized? Name the influences without anger or defense. Next, we move on to origins and conditioning. This didn't come from nowhere. Number 10, what did I learn about my worth growing up? What are your learned beliefs? List those messages, not stories, just messages. Number 11, when did I learn that love or approval had to be earned? When did you learn conditional love? This is not about accusing. Number 12, what parts of me were never affirmed or celebrated? When did you first experience emotional neglect? This isn't about blaming parents. It's about understanding where and when did you experience emotional neglect. Comparison and worth. How did your worth get distorted? Number 13, who do I compare myself to the most and why? It's normal to compare yourself. You don't need to judge yourself for comparison. Write the names or the archetypes of those you have been comparing yourself to. Number 14, what do I believe they have that I don't? Be very honest here, because this will reveal your perceived deficits. Number 15, what do I believe makes someone worthy of love or success? Notice where you have impossible standards. How does your worth become conditional? Now we move on to self-compassion and repair. Turning towards yourself. Number 16. What would I say to someone I love who feels this way? Pretend you are writing directly to someone else. Let the compassion flow outward first. Number 17. What have I survived that I rarely give myself credit for? List all the times where you were resilient, not the trauma details. Validate your quiet strength. Number 18. What parts of me are actually trying to protect me? A low self-esteem acts as protection. It's a coping strategy. Next, we move on to rebuilding trust and identity, who you are becoming. Number 19. Who am I when I'm not performing or proving? This isn't about pressure. Who are you when you are not under pressure? Number 20. What would it look like to treat myself as someone I'm learning to trust? Remember, treating yourself is an ongoing exercise. Treating yourself as someone you're learning to trust. Start with one small behavior change. I want you to know that a low self-esteem isn't a personal failure. It's a learned response, and it can be unlearned. Before you close your journal, I want to say this. If you've struggled with the low self-esteem for a long time, you might not even realize how much energy it takes to carry it. And sometimes the strangest experience is being around someone who's never questioned their worth, someone who has never had a low self-esteem. Have you noticed how strange it is to be around them? Because they speak without apologizing. They take up space without shrinking. They don't over explain. They don't replay conversations in their head afterward. And when you're standing next to them, it feels almost unreal. You might think, how are they so certain? How are they so calm? It can make you feel even smaller. But here's what's important. Their confidence isn't proof that you are lacking in something. It's proof that a different internal story is possible. And a low self-esteem is not your personality, it's a pattern. It's something you adapted to survive, to belong, to stay safe. And patterns can change. The fact that you're willing to sit with these questions, to look at yourself honestly, and instead of running, that already says something powerful about you. You are not behind. You are not defective. You are learning how to meet yourself differently. And that is quiet strength. Take that with you. Close your journal. And remember, you're allowed to take up space even while you're still healing.